Let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. This is pulled in by McCole Hardman. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Just one play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45.
Lion.
Herbert now off the play fake. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Give him 13 on that play. And that is good enough for Atlanta. 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. Keeps on moving into the red zone. All the way. That's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a 6-0 lead right away. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown.
You know, Kate, I think one thing we've clearly learned about the analytics of this game at the NFL level, explosive plays matter. And to get one on the opening series, that has got to feel good for this offense.
That one right down the middle. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Devin Duvernay to return it. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard
line. The Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Running it with David Montgomery. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. They go play action. Here's May. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock. But, man, the defense took that away, too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Making the stop that time, Nick Cross.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more...
He's driving in, and they're going to bring him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. The Cardinals out for the punt. And this will put an end to the drive after it's stalled out. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Going to the ground again on first. This is ahead for about 5. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Left side into the hands of Warren. And he's tackled after a nice pickup, but we've got a flag down. This could wipe that play away. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. I'll take second down behind the sticks now after that holding call. Herbert from the gun. That's caught by Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. Play action now for Herbert. Hauled in by Worthy, right side. He's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious gas. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Throwing on first is Herbert. Throws caught. And it looks like he went out of bounds right at that 7-yard line.
There's no negatives ever on the grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
On the draw, this is Taylor. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown.
Kate, 2 offensive possessions, 2 offensive touchdowns, but even sweeter than that is 2 rushing touchdowns. You are setting a tone and a mindset, and this defense, they better regroup.
That one splits the uprights, and the Falcons drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Set to kick off.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Here's Duvernay on the return. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30.
Devin Duvernay on the return. The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Cardinals into formation. It's first and 10. Throwing is May. He's got Quentin Johnson complete. And he picks up a good chunk of yards here. Looks to be about 7. He's up to the 37.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is second and 2.
We're good. Hey, what's that?
Operating from the gun. Here's May. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Mario Douglas, the intended target. But still plenty of options left on 3rd and short. Here he is on 3rd and short. Completed to his running back. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
And He's brought down by a collective effort there, only 1 yard on the carry. Dose of the hurry up here.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's made in the air. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Here we go, Sonata. Hey, what's that? Crazy, crazy, crazy.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
Okay, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and 3rd downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
The direction, but not the distance. It falls just short. And that's going to keep the difference at 14 points.
You know, we get on that field in pregame, and these kickers make it look so easy. But in real action, it's a totally different animal. That was definitely on line. Just didn't quite get all of it. It's going to wind up just a few feet short.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Set. 380. Drop. Ready.
Back to the air. Herbert. Going with the screen to Taylor. He's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. They get 22 out of that play. And that's a Falcon 1st down.
And the Falcons 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the 1st quarter. Our score, 14-0. We'll return to State Farm Stadium in just a moment. Back for our 2nd quarter. It's Falcons football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Here's Taylor from the pistol. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down at that 17-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that is good enough for Atlanta 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. From the pistol, it's Herbert. Has him on the quick hitter. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. We send a man in motion. Taylor. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Falcons take a 20-zip lead. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. He's into the end zone and already at 3 rushing scores before halftime, Brock. So they either got to find a way to keep him out, or he's going to run his way into the record books if they're not careful. That one right down the middle. And the Falcons stretch their lead to 21.
Set to kick off.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, here goes tonight.
On play action, here's May. Go left side cut by Douglas. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
5.
1st down, May. He finds Johnston at the 20. It's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals start to fight back for their first points in this game. So sensational work by a skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cardinals get it back to a 14-point game.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Nicole Hardman now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Taylor. Still has some space inside the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. His 4th total score of the game.
He just keeps scoring and scoring and scoring it. Look at the juice he showed on touchdown number 4. He actually looks like he's getting stronger and faster as this game goes along. Just wow.
That one right down the middle. And the Falcons stretch their lead to 21.
Set to kick off.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Here's Duvernay on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10. May now from the gun. Diving, it looks close. They say he caught it. Walking quickly here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 38-yard line.
5.
From the gun, it's May. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Intended for A.J.
This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
So 2nd and inches, they took their shot, Brock. They threw the football, as a lot of teams are going to do in that situation. But it backfires as the 3rd down run gets turned away.
You know what that effort creates, Kate? That creates that offensive coordinator never taking a shot again on 2nd and inches.
Money calling, gotta go. You gotta go if you play or you troll. Freshest on the globe. Got trying to snatch out my soul. Running back pockets on swole. Young, got a whole lot of seats on.
The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Riley Dixon getting set to punt it once again. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it.
Pretty sure this Kate special teams coach is going to have a long talk with him after that one. You can get as creative as you want, but you can't give away the ball. You can't lose yardage, and if you start turning the ball over like that, you're not going to be returning punts much longer.
Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Maine looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
That was 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
May now. Bonner with the grab. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead.
Play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field with your route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner check, and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
Butker with the extra point. And the Cardinals get it back to a 14-point game.
Falcons 28, Cardinals 14. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Hardman with a return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
On the return, the Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Now Herbert to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 26. shotgun here. It's Herbert. Left side into the hands of Warren. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Set.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
So with the Falcons set to punt on 4th, on comes Bradley Pinion. He dodged the tackle. He's got it. That's going to be a 1st and more. And he didn't quite break it, but still an excellent return that gets him up near midfield. Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready, 1st and 10.
Crazy. Hey, what's up?
Here's May. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Ran by the Luxembourg up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet. People diabetic. They mouth get full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it. Walking New Orleans with the etiquette, the LA yelling. Let him bad, but somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn his TV off. 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 Turn his TV off.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
No, what's up? Hey, what's up?
Back to the air. It's May. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Falcons are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed, and someone was there to make a play on it.
Now, what you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off.
Go.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play whatever you want to do. As for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Home to try. Ray. Set.
2nd and manageable. He's throwing. Hauled in by Worthy, right side. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down.
There's no question. The greatest concern there is just getting the 1st down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Herbert from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
17 yards. And the Falcon first down.
Kappa. Crowd right. Got it. Ready.
First and 10. Here's Herbert. Running in the red zone. Finds the in route complete. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Second and 3 now.
Ready.
Herbert now. Blitz coming. Dumped off to his running back. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a first and goal.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
First and goal. Here's Taylor. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Setting up, second and goal.
Set. Kappa. Taylor tight. Set.
They'll work against the blitz. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try to field goal right now.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Set.
Third and goal. Here's Herbert. And they will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons get more points to end a lopsided first half. Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons stretch their lead to 21.
Set to kick off.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. Darius Davis to return it. Things going well so far. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Set to kick off.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Here's Duvernay on the return. Escapes the defender. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Cardinals into formation. It's first and 10.
Here goes that. Ready, what's that?
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Buying some time right. That's complete to Johnston, out right. And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down gain of right around 3 yards.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Throwing is May. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First and 10 now from the 46. To throw, here's May. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down. Well, he already has himself one interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two, two becomes three, and on and on and on.
Second and 10. Here's May. He's looking deep once again. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Crazy. Here goes that. Eddie, what's that?
Here he goes, third and long. Free inside the 30. Johnson finds the football, complete. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Well, Brock, even with it being possibly the most popular route for teams to go to, sometimes you get it on the slants, you find yourself in the gap to turn it into much more, including what we just saw, 6 points.
All this time on task between you and I together, why do you think it's the most popular route?
Easy for the QB?
Yeah, I mean, short distance, easy for the QB, and it's also great versus man or zone. There really is not a defense that you can employ out there. When you execute it right and you execute it on time, the big plays, and sometimes like this, touchdowns will follow.
And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is first and 10. Tight end going in motion here. Throwing on first is Herbert. It's going to be caught by his back. Taylor. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Falcon first down.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get in the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. From the gun, Taylor. He gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Cardinals side of the field. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up second and 5.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They gain 11 on that play. And that is good enough for Atlanta first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
First and 10, Herbert. Well, the pressure nearly got to to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger.
Back to the air, Herbert. Looking slant route, complete. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. A pickup of 17. And that's a Falcon first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Ready.
Running right, this is Taylor. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. They go again with Taylor. They stuck with him and got the same results. He is stopped at the line once again to quickly bring up 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On 3rd down, Herbert. Complete beyond the marker. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons make it a 3-possession game. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
That one right down the middle. And the Falcons stretch their lead to 21.
Fairbairn set to kick off.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Davis. And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped.
Davis on the return. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Here's made in the air. Short pass brought in. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
First down throw for May. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. He picks up 28 on the play. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Got a man. It's Flanoy. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Offense in the hurry up here.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Falcons 20.
To the air yet again, May. Johnston brings it in. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Ready, what's that?
From the red zone on 1st. Brings it in. And in for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Expectation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cardinals get it back to a 14-point game. Maybe a little panic here. Maybe they feel like they have to. Down 2 scores. Look at this. Lining up for the onside kick here in the third. Waiting for that signal. Waiting for it. Oh, they've got it. The Cardinals recovered. Timing's so important for a team to recover its own onside kick, but jumped the gun there before it went 10 yards, and that drew the flag. Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Taylor trying the left side. And they push him out just as he gets back to the line. Second down coming up.
Where one defender failed, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Taylor again. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. That's 16 on the pickup. And that is good enough for Atlanta. First down.
Danger, King. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Lion. Go. Set.
1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. It's the Falcons in possession, and they have set themselves up well to get the victory here. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Crowd right. Set. Ready.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Completed over the middle. Has room into the secondary. Leads into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons stretch their lead to 21.
29, Cardinals 28. Fairbairn set to
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Davis. Finds some space, he's past the 30. Makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10. At their own 37-yard line.
The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up.
What's that? Ready, what's that?
Going play action, May. Escapes the pocket. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Ready. Set.
Shot. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Hey, go lion. 380.
Second down carry for Taylor. And he works this to the 38 before going down. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable third down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Going with a screen to Taylor. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Gets everything he has under this one. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons keep adding to that fourth-quarter lead. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
That one right down the middle. And the Falcons grow their lead yet again.
Naimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Davis. Jukes away from one. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Here goes.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Hits him on the out route. Able to take this to about the 35. That's a gain of 5 on the play.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and that's going to bring up 3rd down.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Here goes.
May now from the gun. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
Hey, five. Where was that?
Here's May on 1st and 10. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Nick Cross has it. And the Falcons get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
You know, I can still hear the call all the way up in the booth. Okie! That's what that whole defense screams after an interception, and you see everybody getting involved. That nearly went for a house call. Just an incredible effort by that offense to run it down. But even with that, they will take that Okie any day. What a huge hit in return for that defense.
Makes a cut to the right sideline. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
5-9.
From the red zone now. Vacates quickly left side. Throw left side, complete. And this one doesn't go far.
As soon as he starts to escape, Kate, you can almost see that gunslinger mentality come to life. It takes really perfect defense to hold up and keep him from finding something that'll go get that 1st down. They couldn't do it right there.
Second down now, they need 7.
Set. Grenade.
Straight ahead with Taylor. He gets a nice chunk, looks like about 5. It's going to be third down.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Set. Copy. Set.
On 3rd and 2, Herbert. Setting up the running back screen. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. This is going to go as a pickup of 4. 2nd and goal coming up.
That run now has put them in such a great spot, Kate. You get a run like that inside the 1st and goal situations, there's a whole lot of confidence when you break the huddle.
Running for it with Taylor. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Falcons keep running away with this. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. His 5th rushing score in this game alone. Going after up and good by Fairbairn. And the Falcons continue piling onto this lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Davis. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And an excellent effort there, sets him up almost at midfield.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Falcons isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And after one play of this drive, he might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
Crazy.
From the gun, it's May. He beams one deep right side. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's loaded another one up. It's the 2-minute warning from Glendale. Cardinals hoping to do some window dressing in the time remaining. Now, can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. Oh, no, they get him yet again. R.J. Mickens in there to pick it off.
Okay, that's just one of those situations that is so difficult to be a quarterback in that spot. It's kind of like being a pitcher in a 3-0 count. You just oftentimes don't win. You feel like you got to force the issue, and you force the issue, yeah, interceptions follow.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Taylor now up the middle. Breaks the tackle. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. When you get that big play potential on the ground, jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Dumps this underneath to Taylor. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
I call this quarterback's best friend Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
Set. Baylor Tiger. Black 80. Black. 5-9. 21. Go.
They're going to pass it here. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Set. Green 80. Green out. Set.
On 3rd down, Herbert. That is incomplete. He keeps feeding it to his back, but this one, a rare miss. That's going to bring up 4th down. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. It'll be Bradley Pinion doing the honors. And he sends this one straight up, trying to stick them deep. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, here we go, throw. Hey, what's up?
May off the play fake. Go left side, caught by Douglas. And he's hit and sent out right along that line of scrimmage. So no gain on 1st down.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, here we go.
Operating from the gun, here's May. That's caught by Montgomery. And this winds up being an excellent play for him from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line.
And the Cardinals, 1st down.
To the air on 1st down, May. Into the left side, and Johnston has it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. Working fast as that clock ticks down.
That's another Cardinals.
Throwing again, it's May. Hits him on the in route. And he has this down to the 14-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
That's another Cardinals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
May on 1st and 10. And there's our last stand image of this game. It's intercepted. R.J. Mickens in there to pick it off. And the Falcons make one of their best plays in the end, coming up with the interception on our final snap of the game. So the Falcons will fly home with a win on the road. And even fighting that dreaded body clock with the West Coast trip, they played their game. They're taking this victory back east with them. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. A well-earned win for the Falcons as we say so long from Glendale.
check the doors, check the windows, and pull the blinds. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, promises and contracts. I used to keep. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. Myself up, that's maybe hallucination. I used to sleep. Wake up and I found out, did it change up? Wait, did it change up? Is it light out? Yeah, did it find out? Where? Did it walk around the edge of the room in the bed with my arm on my face? Face around, better try to breathe. Face around, face around. I check the doors, check the windows, and pull the blinds. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, promises and contracts. I used to keep. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, I used to.
The finish line is in sight. Hi everyone, Scott Hansen here, and this is your weekly recap for Week 16. Lots to get you caught up on. We'll start down in the Bayou. The Saints at home to take on the New York Jets. And this is Malik Neighbors. He's going to work towards the left sideline and reel this one in. 56 yards, touchdown. The Saints get the victory here in a battle of two teams with Super Bowl aspirations. From there, why don't we go out to the space city of Houston? Looking in on the Texans, they're playing host to the Las Vegas Raiders. And it's Isaiah Pacheco, a 45-yard touchdown run. Got one more to show you. Let's go to Denver. It's the Broncos hosting the Jacksonville Jags. And it's the dangerous speedster, Jameson Williams. Just get his hands on the football and let him do the rest. 54 yards for the score. The Broncos run their winning streak to 5 straight as they get another W. And that's a wrap for this week. For all the hardworking men and women in the studio, Scott Hansen saying goodnight. We'll see you again next week right here on EA Sports.